Hey, it's Jo. So for today's video, we are going to talk about the QANTAS Flight 72. So as you can tell, this is another podcast style video because my camera is still not fixed. Medyo mas okay yung ganitong style ng video. Madali mag-edit kasi hindi ko kailangan problemahin yung tinga sa mga start time mukbang. Let's start. On October 7th, 2008, QANTAS Flight 72 is flying from Singapore to Perth, Australia, when suddenly the plane's autopilot disconnects. This is QANTAS' worst ever accident. The captain, Kevin Sullivan, always dreamed of being a pilot. So si Captain Kevin, simula ng bata pa siya, pangarap talaga niya na maging piloto. And by his early 20s, Captain Kevin Sullivan was already a Top Gun fighter pilot in the US Navy. So si Captain Kevin, marami na siyang experience when it comes to flying. And then one day, an opportunity to fly Mirage jets as part of an exchange program with the Royal Australian Air Force came. So Captain Sullivan loved Australia and those jets. So he ended up settling in Australia and he eventually moved onto a job with QANTAS, flying its biggest passenger jet. By October 2008, he already had decades of experience as a commercial pilot. But it's his time as a fighter pilot that will prove crucial. Kasi kapag ka-fighter pilot ka, iba yung training. As in, yung training is very, very rigorous. Intellectually, dapat ready ka, parang strong yung pag-iisip. Kumbaga, kailangan in times of like danger or any situation na hindi maganda, mabilis ka mag-isip pero calm ka pa din. So, what happened in October 7th, 2008? According to Captain Sullivan, what happened in 2008 affected him. Currently, he doesn't fly anymore. In an interview with Captain Sullivan, the accident in 2008 affected him. He didn't shirk his responsibility as a commercial pilot and a captain, but he reached the point where it is best that he stops flying. The problem began when the autopilot disconnected. And then, Captain Sullivan recalls na they started to get stall warnings. Nag-research ako pero konti lang. So, ano ba yung stall warning? According kay Captain Sullivan, yung stall warning daw is when an aircraft exceeds its given critical angle of attack and it's no longer able to produce the required lift for normal flight. So parang ang ibig niyang sabihin is, ang sinasabi ng warning is masyado silang mababa. Kumbaga, meron kasing may certain height na kailangang lumipad ang isang eroplano. Kumbaga, kung kunyari 20,000 miles above the air, ang sinasabi ng stall warning sa kanya is they are too low, parang ganon. Pero, they are within the proper height, kumbaga. After nilang makakuha ng stall warnings, suddenly, they started to get overspeed warnings. Parang paano nangyari yun? Masyado daw silang mababa at mabagal dun sa stall warnings. And then, bigla-bigla, sinabi ni autopilot na nag-overspeed daw sila. So, sa isip ni Captain Sullivan, it doesn't make sense. Kasi if you're at your maximum limit and may stall warning ka pa, so, if an airplane received a maximum limit warning and then may stall warning din na sobrang minimum naman yung speed limit nila, parang sobrang contrast ng warnings. Ano ba talaga? Nag-overspeed ba sila or sobrang bagal nila? So yun, the aircraft had reached its cruising altitude of around 30,000 feet and was maintaining a cruising speed of 0.82. So hindi ako masyadong familiar sa mga terms na to, no? So yung incident where nagka-problema sila sa autopilot started at 12:40 in the afternoon. And then, yung aircraft nila, yung air data nila, yung mga pinoprovide na data are all incorrect dun sa flight computer. So, yung autopilot, nag-disengaged automatically. So, parang from the autopilot, hindi na makuha ni Captain Sullivan yung control, kumbaga. Kahit na anong bitaw niya dun sa autopilot, kasi nga siya na yung magmamaneuver nung aeroplano, ayaw pumayag ni airplane. During that time, Captain Sullivan began to manually control the QANTAS Flight 72. Nung mga una, parang kumaga pumayag si autopilot, sige, andyan na pala si Captain. So, Captain, ikaw na mag-control. So, yung aeroplano started to return to the flight level na tama. Kumbaga, after nun, they are flying smoothly na. And then after a few minutes, nag-disengaged ulit si autopilot. Habang nangyayari yon sa captain's cabin, walang kaalam-alam yung mga passenger. Yung iba, nasa CR. Kasi pag nasa aeroplano ka, di ba? Merong after nyo mag-take off, pwede mo nang tanggalin yung seatbelt mo. What I read on the article was, a few hours away na lang sila sa Perth. Kumbaga, konting oras na lang nila maglalanding na. Nung nag-disconnect si autopilot, biglang nag-soar pababa yung aeroplano. So, lahat ng passengers na nakatayo ay nag-flung around the cabin. Kumbaga, tumilapon sila sa loob ng airplane. Yung iba as in sa taas sa bubong ng aeroplano. Imagine niyo yun, kung nakapag-travel na kayo, kung nakasakay na kayo sa isang flight, medyo mataas din yung ceiling ng aeroplano ha. So, as in lumipad pataas yung mga passenger, nakakaloka. And then, even yung mga naka-seatbelt, nauntog sila dun sa overhead compartment ng mga overhead luggage. So, biruin nyo yun. Sobrang lakas ng impact nung nangyari. After nun, nung naging okay na yung paglipad ng aeroplano, lahat ng tumilapon pataas. So, syempre, nagbagsakan sila. May isang passenger na mag-asawa sila. So, yung asawang babae is nag-CR. Tapos, nung nangyari nga yung biglang nag-soar pababa yung aeroplano, tumilapon siya pataas. Pag lagpak niya, akala niya okay siya. So, hinila siya ng asawa niya at pinaupo siya ulit dun sa seat niya and nilagyan siya ng seatbelt. And then, pagtingin niya sa paa niya, lalo siyang na-horrified kasi, imbis na makita niya is yung paa niya, yung toes, ang nakikita niya is yung likod nung paa niya. Yes, umikot. Kumbaga parang nabali yung paa niya. Pagbagsak niya, hindi niya naramdaman. So, ang ginawa niya, parang, syempre nasa air pa sila, no? Nakakaloka, nakakatakot to. Nasa air pa sila. So, ang ginawa niya, siya na mismo ang nag-ikot pabalik dun sa paa niya. Kasi kung hindi niya gagawin yun, mas stuck na dun yung paa niya, diba? So, nakakaloka yun, beshi. Lahat ng pasahero is confused kung ano nangyayari. Kasi nga, the plane started to pitch down violently. Sabi ni Captain Sullivan, it was a near experience and he was going to fight to the to make sure na hindi sila mag-crash. Kasi nga, naging fighter pilot siya. So, sa dami ng mga naging experience niya sa pagpapalipad ng eroplano, parang sa isip niya, hindi siya papayag na doon lang matatapos yung life niya. At saka nung mga pasahero niya, I mean, ang dami niyang pasahero. Nasa 300 plus, 315 ang passengers niya. So, yung isa sa mga passenger niya is a Qantas staff returning from holidays. His name is Bruce, a flight services manager traveling with his wife, Caroline. So, yung sinasabi ko kanina na girl na nanggaling sa toilet, yung nag-ikot ng paa niya. And then, isa sa mga flight attendant named Fuzzy ay nasa rear ng plane at nakikipagkwentuhan sa off-duty na Qantas pilot na si Peter at yung wife niya na si Diana. Nung biglang nag-soar pababa yung eroplano, as in nakita ni Fuzzy, habang nagkukwentuhan sila parang ganyan, bigla na lang in front of his eyes ni Fuzzy, nakita niyang lumulutang na yung wife ni Peter na si Diana. And then when he looked down, lumulutang siya kasi nga nagsusoar down yung eroplano. So parang yung gravity, di ba? Walang gravity. So tumilapon sila lahat pataas. And he was knocked out. Mind you, si Fuzzy medyo matangkad siya. Tsaka malaking, kasi nga flight attendant, so malamang matangkad siya. Hindi naman siya sobrang tanda, pero late 30s, ganyan. So malaking mama biruin yun, malaking mama, tapos bigla siyang tumilapon. Tapos, according to Peter, he was caught off guard. Sinong hindi mo off guard nun? Kaloka. Alam mo yun, nagkukwentuhan lang silang tatlo, tapos parang biglang in a blink of an eye, lahat sila nakalutang na at nakadikit sa ceiling, di ba? Nakakaloka. So, si Peter, yung asawa niya si Diana, and si Fuzzy, sabay-sabay silang tumilapon sa bubong nung nag-soar down yung eroplano. And according to Peter, it seemed like an eternity. And si Peter at si Diana, may kasama silang dalawang daughters. One is 17 at the time, and then the other one is 18. So yung isa sa mga anak ni Peter at ni Diana, si Becky, who was 17 at the time, Becky was pinned to the roof of the plane. Yung first nosedive, magkatabi kasi yung dalawang anak ni Peter at saka ni Diana, si Becky at saka si Elise. Si Elise, nakaupo siya dun sa upuan niya, naka-seatbelt siya. I'm not really sure kung bakit si Becky ay hindi naka-seatbelt, pero nung nag-nosedive yung eroplano, ang sabi ni Becky, nakita niya na si Elise humawak talaga dun sa bottom nung chair niya. Kasi nga, bumababa yung airplane eh. And then, when she looked up, si Elise, nakita niya yung kapatid niya, si Becky, na nakadikit sa ceiling ng airplane. Nakakaloka, di ba? And then, on the cockpit, si Captain Sullivan is desperately trying to take back control of his plane. Ayaw ibigay ni airplane. Kasi itong si airplane, syempre, may mga computers doon. Kumbaga, dahil nga naka-autopilot siya nung nagpapahinga si Captain Sullivan, ayaw niya nang ibalik yung control. Kumbaga, parang ang sabi ni Captain Sullivan is, they are basically fighting for their lives. Kasi nga, anong laban mo sa computer, di ba? Buti kung yung tao, pwede mo mapakiusapan na, Peshi, kayo ko nang i-drive to, ako nang bahala. Kasi may co-pilot naman siya eh. Pero kung computer ang kaaway mo at hindi siya nakikinig, kumbaga, walang magawa si Captain Sullivan kundi itry yung best niya na i-gain yung control. So sabi niya dun sa isa sa mga interview niya, he tried many times to pull back on the control stick. So, ang ginawa niya, kahit na anong hila niya dun sa control stick, ayaw pumayag ni airplane. Wala siyang ibang choice, kundi bitawan yung control stick o patuloy na hilahin. And according to Captain Sullivan, thank God na naging fighter jet pilot siya. So, yung training niya sa US Navy is nagamit niya. According to sa military training daw niya, na kapag out of control na, ang dapat gawin is to
release and neutralize controls.
So, imbis na makipag-agawan siya kay computer, kay autopilot, ng pag-control sa aeroplano, binitawan niya ngayon si control stick, hoping and praying na it will work. Kasi nga, kung hindi niya magigain yung control, mag-nosedive yung aeroplano, kung tuloy-tuloy yung pag-nosedive ng aeroplano, eventually, they will crash. So, lahat sila, they will perish, including yung 315 na passengers. So, thank God, it worked. So the plane is no longer falling from the sky, but the passengers are all smashed back down to the floor. Nung tumilapon si Becky, kumakain yung sister niya na si Elise. And when Captain Sullivan was able to release the control stick, so lahat ng tumilapon na passenger na nakadikit sa ceiling ng airplane, syempre nalaglag silang lahat. So si Becky, dahil kumakain yung kapatid niya, yung fork ni Elise went in her arm. So, nag-stuck sa arm niya and hindi niya na maintindihan kung anong nangyayari. So, si Caroline, bukod dun sa paa niya na almost severed, na sinabi ko nga kanina na inikot lang niya, ang nagdudugtong na lang is yung balat na nakapalibot dun sa paa niya. Yung ankle niya is totally torn. And then, yung likod niya, parang may fracture siya sa likod. Kumbaga nagkagulatan, they are not expecting it, nakakaloka. So, syempre, kailangan nilang umupo. So, si Caroline, hindi siya makaupo ng maayos kasi yung likod niya, parang nagka-fracture yung spine niya, parang ganun. So, hindi siya pwedeng basta gumalaw kasi once na na-fracture yung spine mo and delikado siya, pwede ka kasing malumpo, no? Kapag masama yung bagsak niya and sobrang na-damage yung spine niya. So, lahat sila, lumagapak lahat sa floor. Even si Fuzzy, na ang laki-laking mama, parang narinig niya na nag-crash yung tuhod niya. Na-alarm siya. Siyempre, parang wala siya sa sarili. Hindi daw niya alam po anong nangyari. Hindi daw niya maintindihan kung he was shocked, in short. So, parang kahit tinutulungan siya ng ibang passengers na tumayo, hindi siya makatayo. Kasi nga sa sobrang shock niya, hindi niya alam yung gagawin niya. And hindi rin naman siya makatayo kasi nga feeling niya nadurog yung tuhod niya. So habang patuloy na nakikipaglaban si Captain Sullivan dun sa control ng eroplano, ang iniisip niya, he is thinking na wag uling mangyari na mag-nosedive ulit yung eroplano kasi delikado. Pag nag-nosedive ulit, he is not sure kung makokontrol pa niya, kung ano pa yung gagawin niya kasi nga kahit nahilahin niya yung control stick, ayaw so binitawan na nga lang niya, 'di ba? So hinayaan niya si airplane na sige, ikaw nang mag-control basta wag ka lang mag-nosedive. And then after 2 minutes, it happened again. Nakakaloka. Kumbaga, ang ginagawa na lang ni Captain Sullivan is panoorin kung anong mga nangyayari kasi hindi niya na maintindihan kung anong gagawin niya. Wala siyang magawa eh. Alam mo, kung makikipaglaban pa siya dun sa control stick, ayaw din naman pumayag ni airplane, baka lalo lang magka-problema. Kumbaga, so he's just thinking kung ano pa yung pwede niyang gawin para mailigtas yung passengers niya, para mailigtas yung buhay nilang lahat. After nun, pinaupo na lahat. Sinabi na ni Captain Sullivan na may problem sa plane, ganto ganyan. So, ang nasa isip ni Captain Sullivan is to save his passengers. So, after nung nangyari yung pag-nosedive nung airplane, the second time around, na walang magawa si Captain Sullivan, he is hoping na lang na after nun is makontrol niya. Syempre, nakikipag-usap siya sa command center kung ano man yung tawag doon sa supposedly sa Perth Airport kung saan sila maglaland na this is happening, hindi ko makontrol yung airplane, nag-disconnect yung autopilot at ayaw pumayag ni airplane na manually kung i-drive ulit yung airplane dahil nga quick ang thinking ni Captain Sullivan thanks again to his military training. He heads for the nearest airport, the RAAF base at Lermont of Western Australia's northwest coast. So, kailangan niyang mag-land sa pinakamalapit na airport because Captain Sullivan couldn't risk exposing himself and his passengers to an out-of-control airplane any longer. Paano kung mangyari ulit na as in pag nag-dive biglang tuloy-tuloy na mag-crash? Hindi niya alam. So, kailangan niya nang humanap ng pinakamalapit na airport kung saan pwede silang mag-land. So, nakita nga niya yung RAAF. Alam niya, syempre malamang alam niya, no? Behind the cockpit, dun sa cabin, maraming passengers ang injured. Yung iba, hinimatay. Yung iba, may broken bones. Other passengers are even bleeding. They have wounds. Lahat ng passengers are super duper afraid. As in, they're all shocked. Parang lahat sila, iniisip nila na kung katapusan na ba nila or what. Nakakaloka yun. So, yung mag-asawa na sinasabi ko kanina, si Peter, meron siyang head wound na ayaw maampat yung bleeding. And then si Diana naman, meron siyang back and shoulder injury. But even though may injury si Diana, natulungan pa rin niya yung ibang passengers. Sabi nga nung flight attendant na si Fuzzy, hanga daw siya kay Diana kasi even though Diana herself is injured, tinulungan pa rin niya yung mga passengers na bumalik sa upuan nila para ma-secure yung mga seatbelt ng mga passengers. Sabi nga ni Fuzzy, sobrang incredible daw ni Diana kasi si Diana, tinulungan din niya si Fuzzy. Malaking tao to si Fuzzy. So parang sabi niya, parang si Incredible Hulk si Diana. Kasi kahit na-injured, natulungan pa rin yung mga passengers. So after nga, Captain Sullivan contacted the RAAF para makaland sila because alam niya na sobrang dami niyang passengers na nagre-require ng urgent medical attention. He was able to land. Thank God. He was able to land his airplane, Airbus A330, on the remote airfield at Lermont. Take note, etong RAAF, hindi siya commercial na airport. Kumbaga, remote na siya. Hindi na siya masyadong ginagamit. Habang papalapag na sila, kinakabahan pa rin si Captain Sullivan na baka bigla na namang magising yung plane's computer and might try to gain control again of the airplane. So, Captain Sullivan is praying na sana mailand niya nang hindi makikialam si airplane, and thank God, he was able to land the plane. So, after niyang iland yung plane, saka siya lumabas nung pilot's cabin and para i-check yung mga passengers niya kung okay ba sila or kung sino-sino yung mga kailangan ng medical help. And also, I will insert photos ng mga itsura nung cabin, mga photos na na pwede kong makuha on the internet. Nakakaloka. Habang naglalakad siya dun sa passenger cabin and nakita niya yung itsura ng cabin, parang hindi siya makapaniwala kasi ang taas nung nung ceiling ng airplane. And then nung nakita niya butas-butas. Dahil sobrang yung bigla ang pag nosedive ng airplane, basag-basag yung mga ceiling, yung ibang passenger nga injured, may mga contusions sa head nila, yung iba may mga fractures, yung mga magulang, kinokonsole yung mga anak nila, and syempre hindi man nagsasalita, parang yung tingin kay Captain Sullivan is, look what you did to my child, parang gano'n, na parang hindi naman din ginusto ng Captain. I mean, Captain Sullivan did his best para lang mailigtas yung buhay nilang lahat. But yeah, according to him, at that moment, sabi niya, he needs to show strength, and ang hirap na itago yung pagiging emotional. Kumbaga, ang hirap itago ng emotions niya kasi nga nung nakita niya, kasi nakakaloka, sa after nilang lumapag, may mga rescue team, ambulance, para bigyan ng first aid yung mga injured. Ang sabi ni Captain Sullivan, he was relieved to be on the ground again. Kasi pag nasa air ka, wala kang kalaban-laban di ba? At saka, ang mahirap pa dun, wala kang control. Parang, isa na naman to sa mga kwento na yung mga natatakot mag-airplane. Hindi ko kayo tinatakot pero I'm just sharing this success story. Kumbaga, hindi ako nananakot, but I'm just sharing this success story or yung story of survival. So after nilang mag-land, more than 100 passengers are injured. Some are critical, and then yung mga seriously injured are airlifted to Perth by the Royal Flying Doctor Service. And then one of them is Caroline nga, Southcott, kasi nga yung back niya na-fracture. And according to Caroline's husband, Bruce, he recalls na his wife's life is slipping away. Kasi 6 to 7 times na tegi sa operating table si Caroline habang inooperahan siya. Kumbaga, 7 beses na tumigil yung pagtibok ng puso niya kasi sobrang badly injured talaga siya. And yung mga surgeons daw was forced to remove her internal organs to operate on the front of her spine kasi sobrang damage yung spine ni Caroline. Pero inyo, nakakaloka. But against all odds, grabe si Caroline. As in, superwoman. She survived. Ang sabi nga, Caroline's body daw is now a miracle of surgical architecture. Kasi yung mga vertebrae, the surgeons were able to replace yung mga vertebrae sa spine ni Caroline ng cage, biological cement, and bone from her hips. Kumbaga, kinuha yung ibang bones para kumbaga matahi-tahi ulit yung spine ni Caroline. Although yung movements ni Caroline ay very minimal, hindi na katulad nung dati kasi nga kailangan niya mag-ingat kasi nga may bakal na yung spine niya. But aside from the physical pain, sabi ni Caroline, mas yung hinarap talaga niya is yung mental anguish kung bakit nangyari yun, parang ganyan. Halos malumpo siya kumbaga. But thank God to the surgeons na ginamit ng Lord para maoperahan siya. Pero inyo yun, 7 times siyang namatay sa operating table. Pero nakasurvive pa rin siya. And after nung pangyayaring yun, she doesn't want to fly anymore, which is understandable. And naglagi na lang si Bruce at si Caroline sa property nila sa Queensland kasi doon mas safe yung feeling nila. Even si Becky, dahil nga may trauma na siya, ayaw niya nang sumakay ng eroplano. And she even saw a psychologist and she was diagnosed with PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder. Kasi nga naman 17 years old lang siya tapos na-experience niya yun. Nakakaloka. Parang until na magkaanak siya, she was being medicated and parang yung teenage years niya is nanakaw sa kanya because of her trauma. And then on the other hand, si Fuzzy, yung flight attendant, he can't work anymore because of his injuries. Yung dalawang tuhod niya was replaced with titanium knees kasi nga na-ruptured as in durog talaga. He also ruptured his spleen and his spine. Nagkaroon din siya ng 7 damaged discs, and he also has to have cortisol injections every 2 to 3 months, even to this day, I believe. And every day daw, he's having nightmares and flashbacks. So, hindi siya nakakatulog ng maayos sa gabi. Hirap siyang matulog, parang ganyan. And to the point na Fuzzy daw even tried to take his own life kasi he couldn't take the nightmares, parang ganun. Sabi niya the pain was unbearable, pero thank God he is alive. So yeah, yung trauma talaga hindi mo sasabihin na para yun lang kasi kapag ka may trauma ka iba eh. Kasi ako before okay sa akin yung mga dogs, pero nung nakagat ako, as in not once but twice, sobrang may trauma talaga ako sa aso. Lalo na yung mga nakikita ko sa kalsada, kaya nga hindi ako palalabas ng bahay kasi nga ang daming gumagalang mga stray dogs sa kalsada. So yeah, kapag ka may trauma ka, minsan sasabihin ng mga friends ko na huwag ka matakot, hindi ka aanuhin yan. Pero dahil nga may trauma ka, alam mong anytime na pwede mangagat. Alam mo yun, as in, beshi, sinasabi nila nung huwag ako matakot kasi hindi sila takot, 'di ba? Pero ikaw na takot at ikaw na may trauma, kahit na sabihin nilang huwag kang matakot, takot ka pa din. 'Di ba, nakakaloka? So, according to an article that I've read, some of the victims of the QANTAS Flight 72 received 6-figure payouts. Ano bang tawag dun? Parang danyos, kung baga. Pero si Fuzzy, as an employee, Qantas offered him just $33,000, which he rejected as a settlement. On legal advice yun. In the end, wala siyang nakuha kahit na magkano, and wala din siya nakuhang compensation na sana ay nakatulong sa family niya. Pero I'm not really sure kung bakit hindi niya tinanggap yung $33,000 na yun. Si Captain Sullivan, wala siyang any physical injuries, pero that day continued to hunt him. So, he made the difficult decision to stop flying. Kumbaga, wala siyang physical injury, pero mentally, hindi niya kaya. Kaya, nowadays, hindi na siya, in short, nag-resign siya bilang piloto. Kasi hindi daw mawala sa isip mo yung images at yung memories nung nangyari dun sa flight. So, sabi ng Australian Transport Safety Bureau na incorrect daw yung data for the Qantas Flight 72 emergency. But, hindi nila na ipaliwanag kung paano at bakit nangyari yung nangyari. Parang similar daw dun sa nangyari sa Boeing 737 MAX na nag-crash. Ang sabi doon is, yung flight computers daw reacted to faulty data and the pilots couldn't regain control of their planes and 346 people perished. Kumbaga, walang nagawa yung piloto, so nag-crash talaga yung aeroplano. Same thing nung nangyari dun sa Qantas. Mali daw yung data. So, lahat ng passengers, even though emotional sila nung time na kakalapag lang nila, now, they are very, very grateful kay Captain Sullivan kasi Captain Sullivan saved their life. According to Fuzzy, Captain Sullivan daw deserved the Qantas Diamond Chairman Award and also the Cross of Valor, Australia's highest civilian bravery award for courage and under extreme peril. So, meron silang pinapasign na petition. It can help Captain Kevin daw and his crew to be acknowledged and recognized. Yung petition na yun is live pa rin siya na nangyayari. I will put the link on the description box kung gusto nyong mag-sign. I believe pwede naman. I mean, ilang taon na yung nakakaraan from 2008. So, 11 years na yung nakakaraan pero hindi pa rin daw na-acknowledge at na-recognize itong mga taong to, which are Captain Kevin Sullivan, si First Officer Peter Lipset, and si Second Officer Ross Hales. As of now, 2020, ang nag-signed na dun sa petition is 66,000 and they wanted to get 75,000 signatures. Kumbaga actually si Fuzzy, yung flight attendant yung nag-start ng petition na to Australian Prime Minister Hon Scott Morrison para kilalanin yung mga heroes of Qantas Flight 72. Nakakatuwa si Fuzzy kasi kahit na medically retired na siya, in-start pa rin niya yung petition kasi nga, syempre 'di ba, parang gusto niya na kilalanin ng gobyerno ng Australia. Mind you, si Captain Kevin Sullivan is an American na nag-migrate lang siya sa Australia kasi nga, kumbaga minahal niya yung country na yun. So, tama lang daw na bigyan ng honor and recognition itong mga taong to. Kumbaga, they owe their lives to Captain Sullivan. So, dahil dun sa incident na yon, Airbus and the Northrop Grumman made changes to the components identified as a result of the Australian Transport Safety Bureau investigation. Yung flight, the A330 has proven to be a very reliable part of not only Qantas but the global aviation fleet. So Qantas uses elements of the QANTAS Flight 72 incident as part of its pilot and emergency procedure training. So yeah, medyo masayang malungkot kasi masaya because nailigtas ni Captain Sullivan yung lahat ng pasahero niya. Although karamihan was injured and even though Captain Sullivan didn't have any physical injury, yung chronic PTSD naman niya yung hinaharap niya kumbaga. Kaya hindi na siya nakakapag-piloto. But yeah, I believe all in all, this is still a success story. Kumbaga, a survival story. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope to see you on my next one. God bless you all. Bye!